What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a head unit in this VE Commodore. We're using the TDJ fascia kit. Before we jump into it, subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers, guys. Help get us there. Let's go. Okay, so now we're going to start disassembly of the car. So, weird lighting. So glove box will be one of the first things we take out. There's 2 clips here. This also comes out as well. This stuff all unclips as well, and there's 2 screws underneath. This panel just pulls right down. And then there's 2 more screws, and then this will pretty much pull straight out. It's like that. Now, can you see that? Hell no. Alright, that's better. Right there where my finger is, there's a plug going into the side of the unit. I'm about to unplug it. Okay. There may be 2. If there's 2, unplug them. If there's 1, unplug it. That's this side done. So we'll move to the driver's side and do what we have to do there too. Alright, next up on the driver's side, we want to remove this panel here. It's all clips, so it will just drop straight down. You can pull from the bottom that way, and you can use a tool and help. Like that. Pulling from the bottom is actually the best way to do it. Then there's 1 plug. Okay, we didn't lose 1 clip. And then put that to the side. There's a clip right there. So it's even plastic tool removal, something like that. Separate it. What we want to do now is we've removed the clip. We can just pull this panel down like that, and then this will unclip and pull down as well, just like that. They come out very, very easily. Like there's 1 clip there and another there, which either got left behind or is missing, or someone's already had a play. On this side, on the driver's side, what I'll do is I'll pull the camera out. That is the side of the radio. If you're looking at the driver's steering wheel, factory radio. This side, there is the quad lock plug. So let's have a look at how that gets taken out. Right at the bottom of the plug, you just pinch that there and then pull back on it. And it will release. And then just make sure there's no other plugs plugged into the side there. Nope. Beautiful, that's it. Now we can look at removing the radio completely. Now we can look at removing the factory radio. This whole part is just held in by clips, but it is in there really, really tight. So if it hasn't been removed before, you're going to need a fair bit of pressure. If it has, it might be a little bit easier. Yeah, easy. Alright, today it was easy. Your car might not be that easy. Or it might be, who knows. Then we've got more screws. Now the reason we removed the plugs from the side is because we unscrew this and pull it out, and if you read that warning right there, it says, beware, there is wiring connections on the side. So unplug them before you remove the radio, or you will break them. Alright. Okay, so we've got the VE head unit fascia kit. That's pretty, in this one install kit that has everything you need. This is for the single zone climate control, and it's in the color black as well. Then we've got the ILXW650E by Alpine. So when you rip open the kit, you'll get the instructions. This is the fascia. Okay, little hazard switch up the top. There's a little cage in there, so the cage come out Okay, so basically that's the fascia. Cage goes in. This little panel is the last panel. It goes over the top. So basically just clicks over like that, but that's the last thing to go on. And then this little circuit board here is pretty much everything. So that controls the steering wheel control interface is built into this, the patch lead, everything all plugs into that. This is the mounting hardware for the head unit. And then in here you've got everything that you need. So this is the patch lead, antenna adapter. Now there's also this in the packaging. So this is the part that's going to be a little bit difficult. So that gets mounted on the heater box, which is under the glove box. We will look at that anyway, so just make sure you hold on to it. And then we've got the quad lock connector, so that plugs into the factory plug in the car. And then you've got two bare ends. So what we're going to do is grab the harness from the Alpine kit, chop these two plugs off, and then hardwire it, and it's literally color to color. I like to chop the head unit side to length first, like that, and then also this wire here, it's yellow with a blue trace. Don't get it confused with the just straight yellow wire. That goes to ground, like that, to black. Okay, so these get connected together, or you can run it to the park brake wire. On the car side, there'll be two of the same color, so black and yellow. Just connect them together as well. Not together, I mean the blacks together and the yellows together. Okay, that's the wiring side of things pretty much dusted, so that's all soldered. Now if you just buy the step 2 Alpine plug, you know, you can just make it plug and play, but I like to hardwire it, it's neater, less plugs. This will come with instructions. For Alpine, you cut green, like that, simple. Disregard the other 3, tape it up. All right. Now the cage is one of the last things that we do, so what we'll do is leave that for now, but what we can do is mount, get that out of the way, the radio mounting hardware. The way this works is you grab these little bad boys out of the kit, mount them about there like that, so the end there, the feet sort of match up with the end of the unit there, just like this. Okay, and then at the moment we're only sort of guessing. Alright, then put this bad boy down. I'll do one side, then I'll show you. Also take note of what's in the little bag, because there's another screw and a plastic thing here, so you gotta hold on to that stuff for later. That's one side done. So what we've done here is I placed this down on the unit first, and I showed you where I like it, so about there. Then I mounted this face panel on top and lined up 2 of the screws, put 2 screws in, and now to mimic this on the other side, right here, you can see where there is 2 little teeth. They're attached to this thing, so they're going through this panel. So all I do is count how many spaces there are, and then mimic on the other side. Now I'm mounting this on experience, okay, it's a guesstimate. So if this is wrong, the way that this is done is you can move the unit backwards or forwards. So what we do is we slide that into the cage, once the cage is mounted. Alright, make it look even harder, but slide that in, put the ring panel on, and if it sits perfect, awesome. If it doesn't, we'll work that out later. So we've got this quad lock connector right here. We get the factory plug, which is there on the driver's side. We can run this through, line it up. It'll only go one way. Plug it in. Pretty easy. Okay, so the reason why we were talking about not mounting this radio in there first is there's screws that have to be screwed in here and here first. So remove them. That little plug that comes from the quad lock connector goes into this little circuit board, okay, like that. It only goes one way. That was the patch lead that I showed you. We set it up for Alpine, so that goes there. Again, only goes one way. And then you're left with this. Okay, so what we have to do with this, in the kit, you get this little bad boy here. Alright, we plug it into the little plug coming off the fascia. Like that. Again, only goes one way. And then what you can do is run it out that way there. And then the little Farcra goes to where that white plug was that we unplugged. Take it out. Okay, plug it in. And then we can look at putting this in. Alright, so you can spend some time playing with it, lining it up, getting it in place. Put those screws back in. Once those two screws are in, you'll notice there's still a bit of play at the bottom here. So underneath the fascia right here, there's a little hole. You put this little part behind the fascia, but in front of the panel that's behind it. So it goes behind the fascia. It's the best way to explain it. And then line it up with the hole and put the screw through it. Then you get a drill and screw it up. That's the screw right there. And then behind it is that tube. So the screw goes through the panel into the tube, and then right behind the tube is the body of the car, so, or another panel. So that's what it screws into. So screw, tube underneath, and then into the panel. That stops it from being able to move right there. That little thing that we had plugged into the fascia, this is the other end of it, and so basically that's got to go. This is directly behind the glove box. So here's the heater box right at the top here. So when I'm putting my hand, you can feel vents. You can like put your hand into them. So what you've got to do is run that over to the vents. Okay, this is as per the instructions. You run them over to the vent. So if we imagine that's one of the vents, it just sits like that, and a zip tie goes around the vent and over that just to hold it right there in place, and that it just sits there. Okay. It's an awkward, weird thing to do. It's probably the hardest part of the job, but it has to be done. I don't know if you can see, but basically right up in there, there's the vents right there. So the hardest part is getting a zip tie around the vent. So what I do, I grab a zip tie and I'll bend it sort of a couple of times to make a loop out of it, and then try and get it around the vent that way, right? So see how it's sort of looping, just like that. Get it through the vent. So I've got it around one of the loops, and I've just started sort of feeding the zip tie through, so at least that way we know it's not going anywhere. And then what I'll do is put that in between the zip tie and then tighten it up all the way. All right. Okay, not ideal. So I'm not sure if you can see. You can sort of see the end of the zip tie. It's about as much as you're going to see, but it's zip tied to one of the things there, and it just sits there. And then this, we can neaten that up. That little part there is actually connected to that, so that's the USB already done. And then you just have to work out where you want your mic. Now I've said this in many videos, I always put the mic in the roof liner here, so attach it to there, run it across, pull this off, that unclips and there's a screw behind it, pull straight out, and then run it with all this wiring over to the radio. Okay, so the mic has been run into our main radio section over here on this side. You can still sort of see the wire there. We're just gonna, right at the top, there's factory looms. We're just gonna zip tie or tape to the factory loom. Okay, next step is to grab the cage. We can feed the wiring we've got through there. So the reason that the cage goes last is because of those two screws. I've probably already said that, but just so you know, don't mount it first, because if once this is in, you can't actually access those two screws. What have we got here? So we've got that. Where's the USB? Yeah. Alright, everything's here, good. Go in. So now what you need to do, grab like a flat blade screwdriver, and then all the pins, there's like little pins all around this thing, just start pushing them in until you find one that hits. Okay, like that. So there's one here, one there, and then on the underside, one there, one on the other side. Okay, so if we pull on the cage, it doesn't come out. That's what we want. So everything is here ready to get plugged in. So let's do that. Power, inputs, steering wheel remote, pretty short, microphone, and last but not least, the most important one, USB for car plays. Okay, so then what happens is you slide it in, it just locks itself in like that. Looks good. Like I said, this is the very last thing because it's sort of hard to get off and very easy to break. So we'll do some testing now. Oh yeah, look at that. You guys can't really see it. How good is that? English. We've got sound. Steering wheel controls, volume. Awesome. We'll check climate, so let's go fan. Hey, yep, fan's working. How do we increase the temp? Looks good, but anyway, so far so good. So we can start completely putting this thing back together. So take your time lining it up is the trick. Alright guys, that is the job done. So head unit looks awesome, fascia looks great, climate all works, which is perfect. We will finish off this, we'll set the time, finish setting the radio stations, and that is all. Guys, that is the job done. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. We'll catch you in the next one.